from withsarahmac.com, and I wanted to share this really powerful lesson that has come through for me recently. And I know this is really relevant right now because when we go into moments of fear and when, oh, did I just go live? Hi, let me start over. So when we go into moments of fear, the initial instinct is like to shrink, to hold back, to wait. And that's literally, you're just like signing the check on nothing unfolding in the way that you want it to when you actually give in to that. So it's in those moments, and I noticed that with myself, this pattern that comes up for me and also for a lot of the clients that I speak to, in this like old program where we think we should be able to do it all alone. Like we should be able to figure it out by ourselves. We should be able to handle this. We should be able to create this result, all of these shoulds. And, and I recently found myself in that place where I was like having difficulty with one of my projects, and it wasn't feeling good, and I didn't have momentum. And obviously when we're holding ourselves back, it's always because of fear. That's always the reason, because we think we're going to risk something. We'll get judged, we'll get criticized, we'll get rejected, or we'll lose something when we step out and follow that impulse and that desire that exists inside of us. And so that's always the thing that stops us from moving forward, that stops us from saying yes to an opportunity. That coupled with self-doubt of like, if I say yes to this opportunity, will I fully be able to show up for it? Will I be able to fully express that idea in the way that I really desire to? And so it's only ever fear and doubt, right, that holds us back from truly stepping into creating what it is that we want. So it's in those moments, and that just happened for me, where, I tried to fumble my way through on this particular challenge that I was facing alone. And then a series of things happened where I guess I expanded. I started saying yes to receiving support. And that created a domino effect of just like solutions pouring in to like not just the thing I was struggling with, but so many other things as well that I didn't even realize were a problem. They weren't really a problem, but massive solutions and up levels and results and clients and money and a new phone and a new apartment and new help with my writing projects, like all just aligned. And how did that happen? It's because and I do this from time to time, I'll shift into that pullback and like panic and, doubt or whatever, or like starting to like overcomplicate things, trying to control everything. And then when I catch myself doing that, and I'm like, no, it gets to be easy, it gets to be fun, and I get to feel really good in the process of shifting this, whatever it is I'm looking to get to. And then when I say yes to that, and then I say yes to the support, the support shows up, I say yes to it. And then that just creates a knock-on effect. And it's like when you decide to disregard that fear and act in spite of it and say yes in spite of it, move forward into that new thing, and you expand and you say yes to yourself, it's like you expand and you're able to then receive all of the other good things that you were blocked to because you were so constricted. And it always happens this way. It always happens with my clients. When they say yes, then suddenly, like clients start to come in, money starts to come in when they say yes to working with me and signing up in a program. Same happens to me. As soon as I say yes to myself and I say yes to support in any area of my life, I start to get supported in every single other area, and just miracles start to show up from left, right, and center. So I want to bust the myth now, once and for all, for myself and for you and everyone who is resonating with this message, that I should be able to do this on my own. Because anything that's expansive, that's, really evolving your experience of your life and the way that you're showing up in the world, and, doing your projects in a bigger way, receiving, more income opportunity and making more of an impact, it's not possible without lots of support. I always give myself lots of support, and there's always another level of support, right? Because it isn't possible alone. Like we can stay in this illusion of I can get to this certain place, or I can figure something out to a certain level. But when you actually acknowledge the full extent of your desire and what it is that you desire to experience, you saying yes to the support is a part of the realization of that desire, and you get to be able to do that. You get to be able to provide that for yourself, and that is really as simple as a decision. And it's really the power in asking for help is the most powerful part of that is actually acknowledging your desires and acknowledging that you're willing to give that to yourself, that you're willing to actually say yes to your desires, because that's half the battle. Once you do that, then the rest unfolds very, very, very like much more easily once you get to that point. And what happens when you say yes to that is you allow the support in. And so as soon as you start allowing the support in, support starts to show up in every single area. And maybe you were doing some things the same way before, but they weren't creating the same results. But the difference is after you start to show up and you say yes to be able to support yourself and you lead by example, then suddenly the things that you were doing before somehow have a magnified impact or start to unfold a lot more easily. So that's really the power in creating that internal shift. And it's just an expansion of everything, right? Fear is contraction. You're like shutting the doors to all opportunities, all support, all momentum, all flow. And you do it in one area, it happens in every single other area because you're so constricted and you're taking up so much energy holding the doors closed instead of just saying yes and opening the doors and allowing the energy to flow through you so that you can expand. So then you have arms wide open to be able to receive all of those solutions and opportunities and offers of help that have just been like orbiting you, waiting for you to open the doors. So if you have caught yourself in trying to figure it out, trying to hold back, saying no, waiting around anything that's a true desire for you, this is really your invitation to just say yes and to open the doors and to really to surrender to how that's going to flow and trust it's going to take you to a better place because your natural impulse is to expand. Your desire is there for a reason and it wants to be expressed, and you just have to stop stopping it from being expressed, if that makes any sense. So if this is resonating with you and you are looking for support with creating new income streams in really fun ways, I have an amazing, intense 6-week one-on-one container just to help you create a really simple strategy to be bringing in more money in whatever way is going to be a most fun transition next step for you, whatever you're feeling most called and most capable, path of least resistance way of serving your community and the people that you're most excited to work with, and really expanding your income in ways that are really aligned with your creatively free life, whatever that looks like for you, your energy levels, your resources, whatever stage you are at in your business. If you're looking for that new direction that you're kind of scared and stepping into, but you're really also excited by and feeling really called to step into, and you want to do it in a way that earns you the money, that gives you the life that you actually desire so that you can continue to support that growth and expansion, that's exactly what this 6-week one-on-one container is for. It's very limited spaces. I've already filled one spot and you get tons of amazing extra bonuses. I'm giving you all of my trainings from the Content Queen Bowl on honing your messaging and your branding, getting into a consistent flow so that you can get visible, know exactly who you're talking to and how to talk to them in a way that feels really good and authentic to you in the most simplified, not overcomplicated way possible. And I'm also giving away the bonus of Create Money the Fun Way, which is a 3-month money mindset self-study program to give you the tools to start to shift your inner conversation around earning money so that you can transition to earning more money in the ways that you are most passionate about and start to let go of those other ways that aren't completely aligned. So you're just really becoming more and more aligned so that you have more fun. It gets easier and easier and easier to up-level your income because you're shifting it to around the things that you have the most desire and passion around. And, that's something that always consistently gets to evolve, right? So these are tools that you'll then be able to apply to the next level of fun, to the next level of money, and you'll be able to continue to rinse and repeat. And, now is the perfect time to be doing that, to be really building your toolkit full of the tools that enable you to shift your self-perception, shift your focus, shift the amount of clarity that you have on your action steps to actually be able to start to see results instantly so that you can have confidence around that and prove to yourself that actually it's way easier than you think to just do what you want. and to get paid what you want. So this is exactly what I've used to create a 6-figure business around a brand, social media marketing, organic social media marketing online, through content strategy, and through just really writing from my heart and getting into flow with that, and really understanding how to monetize my message, and being able to show up for that consistently in the smallest amount of time possible, so you can actually have time, resources, and energy around your business to focus on your creative projects, to travel, spend time with family, whatever it is that your soul is calling you to do, so you're not a slave to your laptop. So if that is speaking to you, the early bird bonus ends next week on Friday. So reach out to me and I'll send you the details of the 6-week one-on-one. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this and share this with anyone who you think this message would resonate with, and sending you so much love. Bye.